All right, here we are. Baseline out of bounds play. So anytime the ball goes out of bounds and we have a pass in from the baseline, this is what we're gonna run. Just like pretty much every single play, this play will flip. So if we were throwing it in from this side, the 4 would be over here, the 5 would be over here, 1 over here, and 3 over here. This is called Bojangles. Bojangles, think of the big B, and for the big B, think of baseline. If you need help remembering. So Bojangles is blob. Bradley will remember it as box from Sequoia. This is another play I've stolen straight from Sequoia. This is quoted by Coach Carden, varsity head coach, to be called America's play, and I'll show you why in just a second. So the ball obviously is being thrown in from here on break. So that's when I get the ball and I go break. On break, we have a pop out from our 3. So in this case, Darren. We have the 1 is going to pop out as well. In this case, Bradley. And then the 4 is going to come up straight to the 5, set a screen on whoever is guarding the 5, and he's going to roll directly to the rim. The 4 sets that screen and then rolls off that screen to the rim from the other side. So after we've done that those screens and rolls, we should have a couple of options here. I can hit the 4, or I can hit the 5 first for a layup, or I can hit the 4 for a layup, depending on who's open. If neither of those are open, then the ball is either going to go to the corner or it's going to go to the top, up top. Wherever it gets, whether it goes to the corner or the top. So let's say I throw it to the corner immediately is going to swing it up top. If I throw it directly up top, then there is no swing from that 3, and it doesn't really matter. Let's just say for these purposes, I throw it to the 3, and then the 3 swings it up top to the 1. After that swing, at the exact same time, after I throw the ball in, come in, I put my head right under the basket, bringing my man with me, and then at that time, the 4 is going to set a screen for me, and the 3 is going to come down and set another screen for me. And then I'm going to come off those 2 screens, and if you can vision the floor, I should have a wide open corner 3. That's why this is called America's play. Pretty much every single team that plays competitive basketball runs a similar play to this. So after that whole entire setup, the 4 is set the screen, the 3 is set the screen, and me, the 2, has a wide open 3 right there, which I will shoot pretty much every single time, unless it's contested. If it's contested, I'll swing the ball up top. Big thing to focus on here, rule number 1 of an inbounds play: get the ball inbounds. Doesn't matter how you do it, get the ball inbounds. My second thing for this play to keep in mind, let's say there's 2 different defenses that the other team will set up on an inbound. There's man-to-man, which this play will work very well for and is very easy to run, or they'll set up in a 2-3 and they'll shade over and they'll guard both sides of the basket. So this is what we have set up. Is we have our 5, our 4, our 1, and our 3. So it's still the same play. The 4 is going to come up and screen this guy if he's there. And the 5, instead of rolling directly to a guy, which makes no sense, why would you run directly to a guy? You're going to run to the open space, which is usually right here in the center, right behind their heads. And that's where I can hit you for an open layup. And then the 4, after he sets a screen, will also come down and he can come to a spot like this for an easy bank-in jumper. The 3, after those 2 cuts, big thing for the 3 to know, let's say the ball came in here and it was swung up top. The 3 and the 4 have to screen somebody And specifically, you have to screen the 2 guys that are standing there. So the 3, instead of coming and running past this guy and screening here, he's going to screen here, and the 4 is going to screen here, so that way I can get open for a 3. This is, once again, Bojangles, think Big B, baseline out of bounds, or blob. America's play is how it's run. Looking for an open 3-pointer or an easy basket right here.